everybody. Welcome to Soups Are Hot. I'm your host, Patrick Gill, and we'll be going live briefly with our first caller here. Let me get them on the line. Hold on just a moment. Caller, you're on the air.
There? Hello, Patrick. This is Simone calling.
Thank you for joining us on today's Soups Are Hot, where we are discussing whether or not soups are hot. I read your piece in the New Yorker, and it shed some really, what's the word? It was a challenging piece. Can you go into your personal theories, your dogma on whether or not soups are hot?
I want to dig a little deeper into your word choice there, Patrick. Challenging is a challenging word in itself, and some others have called the piece insightful. Some have said it was bold. Others have said it is objectively factual.
Oh, so
deeply based in reality.
These are all valuable perspectives within my circle of intellectuals. The intellectualistula, which is sort of the name of the group of very smart people who I hang out with. We all said.
Oh, I've heard of them. Yes.
We said that your soup piece was poo-poo and it was bad, and your ideas were not good about the soups.
Interesting. I appreciate hearing a contrarian perspective. Even one from such a small, contentious, and unrespected group as the intellectualista?
That's
the
correct,
intellectualista,
yes.
Of course. Oh, yes. So I've gotten something right, at least, in your perspective.
Do you want to play Superhot?
Yeah, I want to play Superhot. I actually...
Let me just
Wait,
make sure
is that where the soup came from? Is that...
Superhot.
Is it super...
Soups are hot.
I just got that. So
You just got that?
yeah. I thought you were talking about soup because I love soup so much.
You do love soup.
I do. It's kind of a known trait that I have.
Soup liker. I'm still in a dream. Soup liker. This game came out. Oh, let me stop the music real quick. This game came out a couple days ago, or maybe like a week ago. I don't know what time is anymore. But it is a sequel to Superhot, and I believe it's like a roguelike Superhot spin-off. So I'm excited to see what this is.
Yeah, I know very little about it, but
Oops.
I love Superhot so much, especially on the Oculus Quest.
Okay,
that is the right one, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, but this is on PC, and you're playing with a mouse and keyboard, presumably, like a plebeian.
Which is a little unusual for me, because one of the things that my strats playing Superhot on console was to just like use little tiny minute movements of the analog stick to get well, he just batted that right back at me.
Don't worry, folks, that's not lag you're seeing. The concept of this game is that time only moves when you move.
Yes, when I move, you move, just like that.
Just like that.
All right, here we go. Donk. He's got a gun, so I'm going to throw that at him. I'm going to grab that out of the air. Give him a little bonk and give him a little donk. Oops, that. I'll have to go get that gun.
Did that get you?
Quick.
Oh, no, you need that gun.
Yeah, I do need that gun. All right. Boom. So when the crosshair there is tilted like that, it is not ready to fire until it rights itself again.
Oh.
So right about now. Boom. Okay, there we go. Dink.
Wow. That's cool. It was very terrifying for me waiting for you to pop on and start the stream, because when Pat is starting a stream, I can't hear him while he's like in the stream prep menu. So I was just here alone, and I was having internet problems.
Oh, really?
Before this call? No, I mean back
okay.
when, or I guess we didn't confirm if it was my internet or your internet.
Yeah.
But
I guess that's,
because it was silent and I was just waiting for you. I was like, but what if the internet cuts out again and I can't hear Pat and we go live?
All right, so doing a little bullet hell here. You can
nice.
You can sort of predict the arc of the bullets and move parallel, and then there's that bigger gap, and we can move between those two.
Boom,
that might be trouble, though. That might be trouble.
I want you in my room.
Is that can I pick that up?
Please pick up that fish.
Wing a fish at this. Oh, okay. So that fish blocked that bullet.
Which is useful on its own. I think. Can you grab a fish and then hit him with the fish when you get closer?
I'm a little out of range on the fishies. I'm just gonna have to run in for the punch. I would really like to be playing this with the controller. I wonder.
Can you do that?
I think I could.
Your little Xbox controller.
Let me go grab my little Xbox.
Plug it into your little PC.
I'll give this one last shot like this because I think plugging it in mid-game might goof up my stuff. But
perhaps.
Here we go.
Let's see if I can actually look at the chat at the same time as I watch you play in Discord. Please, I proceed with fish.
Proceeding with fish. All right. So fish 1 is going to be a decoy fish. Boom. Fish 2 is coming with me. Okay, here we go.
Nice.
Isn't there a Muppet who throws fish like a boomerang?
Swedish fish.
Swedish fish.
Yes. Hi, chat. Thank you. I see you.
He's got a knife.
I'll be occasionally looking at you. Smush Bear says Game Ogre never dies. Well, in a way, we were separated now by miles and miles.
It's true.
Do you think, Pat, in the lore of Game Ogre,
yeah,
a long dead show in which we transformed in moments of, in any moment, into an ogre?
Yes.
With 2 heads. In that lore, do you think if now, a time when we are many, many miles apart, we transformed, would we come together, or...
I think there'd just be a big tunnel of meat traveling across New York City.
Yes. It would be like the end of Watchmen.
Yes, exactly. Oh, I just darted this dude.
Aw. Did he fall asleep?
I think he was just... He was just tending to his little dart wound.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
All right. Oh, that guy's got a dart stuck in his dungus. Let's throw another one.
Now,
what do I have
can
here?
you... I'd like a close-up of that.
Yeah, there you go.
Go grab that, You had that bat behind you.
Yeah, I might have to go for the bat.
You should go for the bat. Man, this is so funny. I never played this game on PC, so seeing you actually, like, move around the... He didn't die with the bat?
That's new.
That
I do
is
like
new.
that the knife is extremely
like
reusable, though. That is a nice new thing. It's
yeah,
nice.
and I like that you catch it with your palm directly clasping the blade. Get him? Nice.
Got him.
I think nice. Nice.
All right, next zone. This looks like maybe it's some story stuff. Oh, no, it's not. All right.
Oi.
Let's slow down and do
That's
some bullet
gameplay.
hell.
That's just straight up gameplay.
All right.
Yeah, do we even know if they have the sort of like VR element of this game?
So
the
this one...
intertextual one, not the us gameplay one?
Yeah, I'm going to grab my controller. You want to hold down chat while I try to
do
grab my
hold.
Xbox controller?
Hold them right down. Immediately, I have nothing to say. Excellent Muppet joke. Thank you, says Muffin Boy. Thank you, Muffin Boy. I am very hungry, so please expect food-themed commentary throughout this entire... No, see, now you're making it pervy. I see you guys. No, you... Rescind it! Rescind it! Pat should be more careful with his word choice. I will not be holding down, nor pinning down, nor simply holding anything except a bowl of soup. And the soup that I would hold... You're right, it's not pervy to be held. Person who said that. Without yogurt? Without yogurt? Are you kidding me? You guys know how much I love yogurt right now, just in my life. My favorite soup is the question. I make a mean mulligatawny, and I think I've probably talked about this before, so like many long-time people just yawned and laid down and died. Hot yogurt soup. Yogurt in soup is actually wonderful. Specific kinds of soup. Actually, more if you have a stew that's like a curry stew or anything like very warm and maybe a little salty, you put a big dollop of yogurt in there. It is incredible. But a mulligatawny soup is my favorite soup, and that's like chicken in a curry broth and with carrots and green apples, which is the true. That's what makes that soup so good, is when you're like taking spoonfuls of this delicious broth and then you get a green apple and it's just like a little bit crisp and it's got that incredible flavor. You know, the green apple flavor. That's what it's like. But right now, I just made a lentil stew that I kind of just made with stuff that... Because I'm working through my quarantine stockpile right now. Which means I have a lot of lentils. We are talking soup for you new arrivals. We're talking soups and stews.
Hello.
Where the heck is Pat storing his controller is the question from Carmelo.
I had to find a cable for it as well.
Oh. Man, I just have cables coming out of my consoles. Sorry, I got distracted by seeing River Ganja say urine soup, and that made me a little bit upset in that moment. A stockpile? Soup stock. Yes. Snow White 07? You are correct.
All right, so I got my controller now, so I can just do some slow cruising now.
Nice. Wild to see somebody actually have minute control over an analog stick instead of just flinging it around willy-nilly, as some of us do.
All right, so
Pat, you've got to grab one of those fit.
I know, I'm just
sorry.
waiting
If
for
it
this
fucks you
particular
up.
bullet to pass.
Okay, good. Do you have two hands or just one?
Whoa, there's a jump button.
Whoa, that's new.
I've only got the one hand. All right, that is the sacrificial fish.
Sacrificial. What do we think you're doing with your other hand?
Probably just clenching the fist really hard. All right, fish out, gun.
Arthur Fist on the other side. I can't imagine this person like running down the hallway, one hand reaching for fish, the other clenched firmly at their side.
That's just proper running technique. Bink.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you can punch with your other hand, but you can't do anything else with it?
Maybe it's just your punching hand.
Yeah, this is my punch hand. Oh, this light
for
is...
the bat.
Oh, nice. That was some, like, John Wick shit.
That was truly... I've been meaning to rewatch John Wick for a couple days. I gotta get myself in the right headspace. Uh-oh.
What's the right headspace for John Wick?
Honestly, it's a very dumb, fast movie, but, like, a certain level of endurance and patience for John Wick 3 specifically, which is the one that I want to rewatch, just because it is a lot of action for a long time in the last, like, hour stretch of the movie. Hey.
Okay.
You just got darted.
A lot of... I only just realized that we're back because you died. But now we know better. We've learned.
Ooh, pens.
Yeah. And a PlayStation 4.
Wow.
Excellent.
Put a lot of mustard on that pen.
Please. You're just making me more hungry. Can you imagine eating a hot dog?
I don't have to imagine. I did it 2 days ago.
Why? What was the occasion?
I had some hot dogs.
Tell me more.
Okay, so tell you, have you ever had garnichons? I think they're called. They're just like fancy tiny gherkins. They come in a
cornichon.
Yeah, those.
Yes.
They're so good. They come in that jar, and the jar has like the little basket in it, so you can sort of like pull the pickles up on a little pickle elevator, so you don't lose any little pickles to the bottom of the jar. And there's also little pearl onions in there that are just there for flavor, but you can also take them out and eat them. Anyways, I made some hot dogs, and I was thinking about how good Chicago dogs are because they have that big pickle slice in them. So I went and I sliced along the length of some of those gherkins and lined my hot dog with a little crisp treat of pickles.
That sentence was incredible. From a pure word pleasure perspective, I am very happy with it. I'm also super hungry. But
Do
yeah,
you not
God, you're right.
keep hot dogs in your home?
I don't, because
Shit.
there's a lot of things that are just more nice when you barbecue them.
True.
And I think hot dogs are one of those things. And I'm very bad at um anything that is sandwich-esque, and I am not igniting a hot dog as a sandwich argument here. I'm
Hmm.
saying something that has a bunch of different components, like you have a meat that you're storing, you have a bread that you're storing, you have all
Yeah.
these toppings that you're storing, and you have to assemble it in the moment. My 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 food language, my love language, if you will, but food is making like a cooking a meal using all of everything that I've bought and then eating that for an entire week. That was cool. You nailed that. That was great.
Thank you.
So something like hot dogs where I wouldn't be able to finish them all in one sitting and they'd just be sitting there being like, "Hey Simone, we're going bad. Don't you need to eat us. You have to eat us before it's too late." That would make me sad. Whereas if I go to someone else's barbecue and they give me a hot dog and it's a unit, one hot dog unit, super hot dog,
Super
then
hot
I'm
dog.
happy.
Super hot dog. Okay, so that was the ending of Super Hot 2016. That's interesting. This game is doing something right now.
Are these, do we think these are the real people or are these like in-game characters?
I think these might be real, but I think this is some sort of little joke, some sort of little goof or joke.
Are you real?
No, I don't know. All right, I'm
Okay.
gonna start tapping R. Okay, I'm tapping R and I'm getting through all these Martians
Nice.
quicker.
Sorry. Somewhere out in the world, the devs for this game just shed a single tear each.
Okay, see now they're
Oh my
now
god.
they're doing goofs on us.
These are very good thank yous. However, we must go on. Oh my god.
Is this
Yeah,
they're doing a bit?
please. Because this game is, because like the original Superhot is a contained experience, and
Yes.
what I had the only thing that I know about this that it is like an endless mode essentially,
Uh huh.
and this is an end.
Uh huh.
Smash it, Pat. Smash that like button. And hey, if you're watching this stream, why don't you go ahead, like and subscribe? Yes, Voakir asks, or these credits are endless. Yes, the credits are the actual endless mode, and the game is whatever Pat is doing right now. Pat, can you describe?
I've got the controller on my lap and I'm just feathering both triggers with my finger. Oh,
Again, you've crafted a sentence that somebody is going to clip out
nope.
and punish me with.
All right, cool. We made it through the
Alright,
credits,
nice.
everybody.
We should get a trophy for that. There won't be any closure. Well, that's life. You want it?
Oh, cool.
Ooh,
So now there's hearts.
we have
Okay.
hearts now. Alright, so yeah, there we go. OG Superhot, you die once you get hit once, and now we have hearts.
Now I'm a ninja up in the rafters. Oh, damn. Hell yeah. So maybe if I can hop on here. Oh, there we go. I grabbed that.
Whoop-a-ba.
So,
Nice.
yeah, from this point on, I think it's sort of a survival, roguelike mode where you hold on to your health from level to level.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh boy,
And
I'm gonna
guys
have
just
to go
keep
ahead and
coming for you.
chuck this at that guy. And give
Chuck
that guy
this,
a little.
punch
Oh, damn.
this.
See, I'm already down to
You
one heart.
done got shot.
And I don't think that refills between these levels.
Super hot, endless mode, single heart challenge. I do like Nice. Thank you, Pat.
Uh-huh. There's a cool
I do
samurai
like. I
sword up
assume
there.
he is still. Oh, he's not downed with the bowl.
No, yeah, it was just a
Interesting.
little,
Distraction.
yeah.
Can we actually? I'm curious about that because I know in the original he would have been killed by the bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not. If they change that, that's fine. But we did kill a guy with a pen. So I'm wondering
Yes.
if you threw the bowl at the head, if the head is like a vulnerable area. Is this a replay, or are you just being really
Oh,
cool
this is
right
a
now?
replay, yeah.
Okay. I was like, whoa. Pat learned from his mistakes.
They made this replay feature better. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super. Well,
Hot.
we've got a ways to go.
All right, another encounter. Yeah, it seems like some items are one-hit kills, other items are just stuns. For example, soup
Interesting.
does not kill. I think it reached a point in the other Superhot where it took more than one punch to kill people too. Yeah, like that guy just took a left and a right.
Yeah. I guess again, I should mention my only experience with this game is the VR version where everything
God, it's
is.
so good.
It really, really is. Like, if there's one game that I think makes a case study for VR, it would be Superhot VR. It's just so good, and incredibly mind-meltingly immersive, if I
Yeah.
can use that word.
One of the things that I love was the audio mixing, like hearing like bullets whine and like using the sound of bullets to sort of orient yourself. Okay, so I've got a syringe here, which seems dangerous, but yote.
Yeah.
All right, he's got a gun. Close that distance. And bonk him. Gonna see if I can get that syringe back.
Is
There
it
we
in?
go.
Oh, nice. Well done. This guy's looking at his hands like, dang, what happened? Yeah, just keep a hold of that. Yes. Someone in chat, Cat Pacino, just mentioned Superhot VR and Beat Saber both made me feel like a total badass. And yeah,
I need
Beat
to try
Saber
Beat
is
Saber.
also perfect.
All right, I got the
I
samurai
am
sword.
shocked that you didn't try Beat Saber when we were back in the office.
All right.
Remember that great photo that I took when Russ was in one of the like glass-walled phone rooms? I think playing the Darth Vader Oculus demo. I took a picture of you just standing outside the room, looking back at the camera like that little girl who's smiling in front of the house that's on
I
fire.
don't remember that.
It's really good.
Um,
Just little memories.
I remember. I remember. I remember a lot of useless things, but I don't remember that useless thing.
It's okay.
Ooh, here's a
It's
dinosaur.
important that we remember different things. Raskus says, Doom Quasar, please post this photo. It's just on my Instagram. It's already done. I'm not gonna repost it. Don't scroll back through my Instagram. Maybe I should repost it. A lot of people are using the word inguinal. Is that a word I
Inguinal?
should know? Inguinal?
I don't know.
Is this a... I'm gonna Google
Oh,
something
you
real
don't know
quick.
inguinal? You don't know that? It's funny. It seems like the kind of thing you would know about.
Uh-oh, I'm feeling insecure. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Ooh, hey,
Inguinal hernia.
my new record's
Ooh.
about to drop.
Of the groin.
Ooh, super.
Adjective.
groin.
Anatomy. Inguinal. Inguinal? Inguinal? So, anyone in chat who is a person who can read phonetics, when it's a lowercase e but it's upside down and backwards, what does that one sound like?
Oh, cool. I can fast forward and rewind through this little video.
Sergeant J. Keel says it's a way to avoid saying schlongus.
Ah.
But fortunately, I've just made schlongus a permitted term so that we can communicate in the lowbrow way that only I will understand.
All right.
Inguinal,
I took
says Cheetah's Corey. Sorry, go on.
No, I was just gonna say I took 2 hits in that first zone, and I've made it this far without taking any more. But I have a feeling My luck's about to change.
What? Inguinal. Sorry, that was me listening to Google's pronunciation of it. Inguinal.
Inguinal.
But don't worry about that, Pat. You just focus on...
Ah, I'm dead.
Oh, dying.
Okay, well, so now I think we have to reboot, sort of.
Okay.
Oh, just sort of drop me right back into... Uh-oh.
Well, I do like that.
Cool
Ninth
uppercuts.
Halogen asks, why does Pat keep hitting those guys in the schlongus?
It's a tactical decision. All right. Hey. Take a look. It's in a book.
Violently leaning away from my mic so that I don't hurt everyone.
Ooh, cool.
Ooh.
Water cooler.
Please.
And
I
get that
again, I
gun
wish
in
you
the
had two
air.
hands.
Grab that.
Can you
Hydrate
imagine?
and dihydrate.
You are going to be punished for these puns.
Oh, shit.
Damn it. Oh dear, you've gotten yourself into a
Little pickle. There we go. Okay.
pickle. Into a cornichon, if you will.
Hey,
Is
we
there a guy
survived.
behind you? Oh, you did it. Yay, cool. I thought the guy behind you was still alive and it was making me very worried.
I still don't know exactly, like, maybe it's like a kill count that I need to reach in each of these to move on to the next zone. Because, yeah, a lot of times there are still people left when I move on.
Now that's cool. Are we doing science now?
We're doing some sort of alchemy.
Have you watched an old episode of Bill Nye the Science Guy recently?
No, I haven't. Have you? It sounds like you
Yes.
have. How was it?
No. Oh no. Oh no. You jumped. Oh my god.
I keep accidentally jumping.
It worked out for you in that instance. Bill Nye the Science Guy. So I was recently watching some episodes on YouTube, just like checking it out for editing purposes. And holy shit, you should watch it because I'm pretty sure that every person who was a kid in the 90s and now edits YouTube videos has been indoctrinated by the style of Bill Nye the Science Guy. It is so funny and uses so many, like, I sent it to Brian and Clayton both because I was like, you guys, this is literally how you edit. Like, there's this part where he's like playing with a globe and the editor adds in all these weird like sound effects for the globe, like it's sloshing or making squishing sounds, and I was like, that's Clayton, that's just what Clayton does.
That's great. That's so good.
Yeah, I really recommend it. It's a lot of fun, and you can learn something from this. Oh wait, we're back here now.
I think it's because I died. I think it's just sort of randomizing me through these combat encounters.
What happened?
Ooh.
As Mickey Mouse says. Is that a sword?
I got a sword.
Sorbetti agrees. Bill Nye the Science Guy is the peak of editing. Without Yogurt also agrees. Bill Nye is peak video editing. Yeah, and I looked up the editor on IMDb, and there wasn't really anything recent that he had done, which made me sad. But, you know, in a way, maybe it's good because people disappoint you when they continue to exist in the world. So I think it's wonderful that the editor of Bill Nye the Science Guy did some brilliant things in the 90s and ceased to exist.
This guy's got a
within my
sword
view.
or a knife.
You've
or
got
something.
a sword. You're the guy.
I'm the guy. I want to be the guy. Isn't that a Homestar Runner thing?
Is it?
I don't know.
I was never into Homestar Runner, were you?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I wonder sometimes, as a person who edits video for a living, like, what happens to a video editor when they're, like, over 60? What's going to happen to us? What's going to happen to us?
I mean, listen, I think people continue to exist. Isn't the woman who edited Mad Max Fury Road?
Yes.
How old is she?
She's up there. She's a couple years younger than the director.
Okay.
I believe it's his
video
Borat
editing.
voice, his wife.
His wife. The thing about video editing is that you can just do it sitting down.
That's
so
true. A lot of editors prefer to do it standing up, though.
I'm sorry. I hope that we are only 30, and if there are any 6-year-olds listening to this, their heads are probably on fire because they're like these young fucking these fools.
I guess,
what do you think happens when you turn 60?
Think about how fucking
You're still
good
alive.
we'll be at video editing when we're 60.
We're gonna be so good at video editing.
Do you think they'll still have video? That's the question. That's where they get you. Is like, what if there's no more video? What if we don't edit video? What if everything is a TikTok?
I think, well, the TikTok editors are also very good.
That's
the
true.
problem.
Yeah.
Perhaps even faster than we are. Like, editing is only becoming faster. But if video no longer exists, then we are really boned.
We're gonna have to invent some new things to
yeah.
chop into smaller pieces and then rearrange. Yeah. Perhaps I don't know. Maybe there's like
little cakes.
Little cakes, yeah, baking. Maybe there's some sort of important like foraging skills that we can apply our editing abilities to. I think I'm out of bullets in this gun. Let's see.
Small branches. No ammo.
Ooh, skulls.
This game is so ooh, skulls. Nice.
360.
Well done.
Hang on, 180. There we go.
That's super hot. Bill Nye the TikTok guy, says Sorbetti.
Bill Nye the TikTok guy.
I can see it though. It would.
E-boy Bill Nye.
Like, I think that style, like, that is. Bill Nye was proto that style of like very fast kinetic editing. And it's very good. E-boy Bill Nye, no. So everyone's picking up on that.
I watched
I mean, we all had a crush on Bill Nye. We can admit that.
Yeah, I was more of a Beekman guy. Beekman wasn't even a real scientist. Beekman was fucking fake.
Is this? Are we gonna get into this right now?
Yeah, let's squash the Bill Nye Beekman beef.
Let's drag Beekman.
Drag Beekman. He wasn't a real scientist, right? He was just like an actor, like a.
I mean, I saw him trying to do science. He certainly attempted science. I don't know if he was what one would call a scientist. How does one? Do you have to go to school to be a scientist, or can you just do experiments and say you're a scientist?
That's a really good question.
And did Beekman?
Sometimes people like say well, you're a journalist, and I'm like, what? No.
Hey, listen, hang on. You're talking about a human being. I'm talking about the Muppet.
Oh no, yeah, the Beaker rules. Beaker kicks ass. I love Beaker.
Whoa.
Yeah, you don't know who Beekman is? Beekman's World?
No, I've never seen this man before.
It's not surprising because it wasn't very good.
Is this like a main thing? Is this a?
I don't know. It has
American Canada thing.
It has a vaguely Canadian energy to it.
Yeah, I see that.
It was another sort of scientist program, like a pop science children's show.
I was really looking forward to dragging a Muppet, but if you want to get into this,
Beaker's good.
Beaker is very good. So what did Beekman do?
Beekman, it would do little science experiments and segments. It all had like that very sort of, I wouldn't say grotesque, but like very 90s, like wide angle, canted angle lenses, super close to the performers, doing little like goofy monologues, and then he'd show science happening.
Oh.
Oh no, there's a new. We're back here.
Oh dear, history is repeating itself.
I wonder if that was me from the past who I just killed. Yes, and there's a rat man on it. There was a man who was like part rat.
What?
Yeah.
This is one of those things Do you know like what channel it was on? I guess that wouldn't mean anything to me. Um, while you're in this loading zone of strangeness and meta, I'm going to do a little research on Beekman's World. And I'm going to learn nothing. Okay, CBS's Saturday morning children's lineup. CBS? Really?
CBS, okay.
I guess that's not one of the... Oh, this guy has extremely tall hair. He looks like a character from that Halloween movie with the witches.
Yeah, he
the
did have
three
really tall
witches.
hair. All right, we're back here. We're back here where we go. Okay, it didn't make us do the whole credits
All right, I'm
again.
watching. Nice. Sarah Michelle Gellar in that movie with the witches. Iconic. Sergeant J. Keel says Rizzo is the rat. So hocus pocus. Thank you, chat. So wait, if there's a Beekman and a rat man, is the Muppets? Is it a reference to the Muppets?
Beekman, maybe.
Yeah, and Rizzo the rat and this rat man you're telling me of.
I don't think so. I don't think that you could.
Just parallel thought.
Yeah.
Cool. I love parallel thought. Makes me feel a little bit psychic. That's cool.
Oops. There we go. We're back in the game.
Is Pat a Mallard fan? Asks Tucker Donovan.
Mallard. Was that like a Canadian show about a duck? What is Mallard? What is... I know it sounds super familiar.
They got their loonies and their mallards. It's actually, the more I say it, the more I'm tricking myself into thinking it sounds familiar for me too. P. Roger says, controversially perhaps, rats existed before Rizzo. I don't know about that either.
Jim Henson created rats.
Yeah, and it sucks for me. Well... So wait, how did we get here? We were talking about Bill Nye and Beekman's World. And how Beekman wasn't a real scientist.
Editors, what happens?
Yeah, I don't think we need to talk about those fucks.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, we're on Twitch. We're in a post-editing world.
It's true.
Right now. Oh, we were talking about what's going to happen when we're 60.
Yeah.
Pat.
Yeah.
What do you think happens when you're 60?
I don't know. Do you think anybody's ever like looked and been like, I think things will be more or less the same?
I don't know. Thinking about... I mean, I would imagine certainly not since the 20th century began.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There might have been a time when when change was slower and people didn't really think so much about how things would change. Also, they were being ground down by poor hygiene and a hard life, and maybe couldn't think that far ahead.
That's true.
I don't know. I don't want to make assumptions about the people of the past, except for Ernest Hemingway, about who I will assume a lot of things.
Other than the fact that, everybody in the past they were just big dummies. They didn't know what anything was. That's the thing that I always think about.
You spent a lot of time thinking about that?
That's cool. I like that they bat the things right back at you now.
Yeah, that's very cool. I like how it broke on the ground. It's okay. You're okay.
Yeah,
you might want to move, though.
Circle around this way a little bit.
Yeah, nice.
Okay. So we got 2 left in here, I think. All right, gonna do a little space purchase. Oops, I hit the barrel.
Oh, jeez. How embarrassing.
Oh, boy. And
where did he come from? Ooh. I wish you had stretchier arms.
Grab this crowbar. You ever used a crowbar?
Very useful. Have I ever used a crowbar? I don't think I have. Have you?
Yeah, I don't think I used it for No, yeah, I definitely have. Yeah. When I moved into
prying open some wooden crates.
I used to live in a house where we were working on the basement, and
Ooh.
whoever had lived there before had just nailed all kinds of fucking wood onto different things with no apparent rhyme or reason or purpose. So just like just about every surface down in the basement had a couple of 2x4s stuck to it, or some like weird shelving. So I got to crowbar all that apart. Bullets, hack.
Nice.
Start every ammo with a random gun. Let's do randomgun.hack.
Yeah.
All right, this is getting cool. So we're getting into like the roguelike run-based stuff
Yeah.
where like we're getting random upgrades.
Was it fun to use the crowbar?
It was. It was.
I can.
The wood made like a good cracking, prying
I was
sound.
just gonna say I can kind of hear in my head the sound of the wood, like peeling off.
Mm-hmm.
Good shit. I hope I have a chance to use a crowbar someday. I wouldn't want to, turn 60 without having used a crowbar.
Imagine how embarrassed you would be if you're there with all your 60-year-old friends and they're like, oh, Simone, you want to grab
They
that
all bring
crowbar
their
for me?
crowbars, and I'm just
yeah.
standing there like a dummy with no crowbar. You want to talk about building houses?
Sure. Let's do it.
It makes me anxious.
Wait, why does it make you anxious?
Just thinking about how, so my mom's husband, my stepfather, just built like a little shed / workshop in their backyard, and I'm like, dude, you just built that? And like he knew everything, like putting it foundations and making it earthquake proof, and like putting that plastic wrap on it on the wood, that kind that every house that's in progress has, like the wood wrapped in plastic before the siding goes on. And I'm like, and putting in windows, and I'm like, shit, man. My grandparents knew how to do this. My stepdad knows how to do this. If you told me to build a house, like where would I even start? And that makes me anxious because I feel like I should be able to build and or repair a house if I need to. But I can't. Makes me
What is
mad.
the most impressive thing you can do like that? Like what is
Edit videos for Polygon.com. What is the most impressive thing I can do? I have started like repairing my own clothes this year. Like if
that's
they
cool.
have, like hemming them or fixing holes with, sewing. But I don't remember how to use a sewing machine, which is another source of anxiety for me. Oh my God.
I'm trying to think if I've ever used this. I think I used a sewing machine once, but I definitely don't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I know how. I can.
Oh, cool. Did his hand just fly off and hit him in the face?
It looks like it. Owned. I can drive a manual transmission. So like if anybody ever needs me to do that, I'm down for that. That's one actual skill I have.
Hell yeah. That is an overlapping skill that we have, which is nice. That is nice. You're right. That's something I can feel proud of. Trying to think of things that I've ever done around the house.
Pie Tin Cat says they rewired a 200-year-old antique lamp last night.
That is so cool. See, that makes me anxious. What if I had an antique lamp? What would I do? I want to be able to make lamps, because, like, you can do that. That's the thing, if you get, like, a shade or something and all the pieces, you can make your own lamp. Man, my grandfather, like, just installed his own electricity and plumbing when they built their house in the 40s? 50s? I think. Back when you could buy a house from, like, the Nordstrom or Macy's catalog.
Oh, yeah, that was a thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that is a historically accurate thing that is in Red Dead.
Yes. So
Yeah.
cool.
Also, I have a freaking laser beam now.
That rules. I was thinking so hard about houses. You're out of lasers. I guess I can cook and bake quite well.
That's pretty cool.
So I could support someone who is building me a house. Pie Tin Cat says, Simone, if it makes you feel better, I was also incredibly anxious to do it. Pie Tin Cat, I am proud of you for overcoming your fears and rewiring a 200-year-old lamp. I think that is very cool. One thing, Connie Rad asks, can we hear Pat's Dr. Evil impression? Is that a thing you do?
I'm guessing Connie was just noticing that I said the words freaking and laser side by side. And Connie Rad's brain has probably also been broken by the Austin Powers films. No, I can't
My condolences.
I can't do a Dr. Evil for you right now.
I think that's for the best. We will forge on. I really want to learn upholstery. I think that'd be cool.
What is upholstery? Is that just attaching soft things to hard things? What is upholstery?
In a sense, I think yes, it is attaching soft things to hard things, but it's like if you have a chair that's covered in one fabric and you're like, fuck this fabric, I hate this. You rip it off and put a new fabric on there, and you kind of have to like you put in the padding, and then you nail down the fabric and around it and make it look all nice. So yeah, attaching soft things to hard things. That's it.
That sounds pretty cool.
Think of the freedom if you had, like, much like I have, a chair whose texture is bad. Mm-hmm. Being able to say, no.
Okay.
I'm going to fix this. And you take off that bad texture and you put on a new texture.
My mom can do all this stuff.
Again, see, that's the thing, right? Parents can do all this shit. And we're here playing video games.
Oh, no. Well, here's the thing. I'd love to see my mom do this.
Have you ever played video games with your mom?
I tried when I was a real little kid, like trying to get her to get her head around Mario, and she didn't. I'm trying to think I don't know if I've ever successful. I think Brain Age was the longest and most successful mom gaming
Brain Age.
Brain Age. It was a
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Look at all these legs.
Sorry, go on.
These legs literally go all the way up.
It's like I'm right there with you. Hey.
A dog bowl. Charge.core. Jump towards an enemy and punch them in the face. Hell yeah.
Briefly addressing Geyser Cats and saying, Simone, you can learn stuff anytime. The only reason anyone knows how to do anything is that they Googled it or read a book or just winged it. I definitely agree. I think for me, there's kind of like a space issue where I'm hesitant to dedicate a corner of my apartment to tearing apart my bad textured chair.
I do think space to do things is a lot of times a part of why things don't happen. I mean, motivation, obviously, and just deciding to do the thing and then doing the steps to do the thing can be extremely hard and is a thing that you can eventually overcome. But yeah.
Yes. You were telling me about Brain Age.
Oh, Brain Age was like a Nintendo DS game that was just essentially like a bunch of like Sudoku style like brain puzzles and stuff like that you would do every day, and then it was like, it was sort of like Ring Fit Adventure for your brain.
Ooh, man, I want my mom to do stuff like that. So I want her to stay sharp as she ages. Not to get dark.
Get her on some Alpha Brain.
Yeah. I tried to play.
Give your mom nootropics. Dose your mother with nootropics.
Oh my god! Once I can Simone, go home again,
so
I'm gonna be.
I'm so focused all the time. I'm getting up at 4 a.m. every day and hitting the gym.
Oh my god!
I'm chasing my goals.
Proud of
Simone,
you.
all my friends keep saying they haven't seen me at the book club, and I say I haven't seen you at the bank.
Oh boy. How you gonna get out of this one, Pat?
I don't know. I think I might be in trouble. Oh, wait.
What if he shoots his friend?
What's happening?
Where?
Damn it.
Ooh, so close. Clawflower says, "You guys are having friends?" We used to.
All right.
Clusterfunks says, "Simone, give your mom Skyrim. That worked for me." Man, that would be very cool. I would love that. I think the times that I have like tried to play more like 3D games with her, she's gotten frustrated pretty fast, and I think it would be hard for me to get that commitment out of her, to like commit to learning those controls and stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what the. I think like another like talking. We've been talking a lot about like generational divides today.
We have been. What brings that out in us?
Another thing between us and probably a good chunk of our audience is just a couple of years. That probably means our parents are also different ages.
That is a good point. Yeah, you and I are both 30-ish.
Yeah.
Tucker Donovan just asked a very important question on a totally different subject, which is there a Polygon streaming schedule, or is this entirely random?
It is entirely random. It's usually going to be Wednesdays or Thursdays. The brass tacks is that we like to stream occasionally, but we have so much other work to do that if it's a week where we have other things going on, this is probably going to be the first thing that gets cut.
Yeah, I think it is worth saying, like you said, Thursday is the day that we've been planning on streaming every week. And it is also the day when we will decide, no, we don't have time to stream this week.
Right. Yeah.
So like if, and usually around like this time, like 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern. Yep. So if that is like a nebulous fact that you want to keep in mind, please do. But yeah, it's something that we're trying to like get back into, but frankly, because I've been working so much on Speedrun, our Quibi show, it's been like we've been just a little bit short-staffed overall. So poor Brian and Clayton and Pat and Jenna are making do without me for the most part. So it is unfortunately a thing that sometimes just goes away. But today, I'm here.
Yeah. Oh dear. Whew, that was super close.
Oh right. Gosh golly.
Simone, have you ever wished you were Midwestern?
No, I don't. Can you elaborate?
I don't know. At various points in my life, I have identified with the concept of Midwesternness. And I don't know if it's just because I grew up watching Mystery Science Theater and that style of thinking and talking and joking seeped into my brain. But I'm not Midwestern.
That really does have a strong Midwestern energy. Maine, in some ways, I could see being analogous to the Midwest.
It's the Midwest of the North.
Exactly. Like, it's, large and very rural. Lily is Mega says, Pat, you have a Midwestern energy. I think that might be true.
Yeah. The thing that I'm told about Midwesternness is... Go ahead, sorry.
I was just going to say, Emma MC Squared asks... Well, it's gone now. I need Midwestern energy explained, they say.
So the way I've had it heard explained by, again, mostly just listening to like Mike Nelson and my favorite Mystery Science Theater guy whose name I'm somehow forgetting, is it's a blend of politeness and passive aggression.
Well, that's just Southern.
I think it's different though. I don't know how to.
No, it is different. You're right.
Yeah.
Southern is aggression. Politeness and aggression. And then, I mean, I come from the land of passive aggression, which is the Pacific Northwest, which actually does have quite, I think, a lot of Midwestern transplants. Like my grandmother came from Minnesota, and moved out to Seattle in the during World War II. Um, so maybe that's where I get it from. But I don't think of myself as having Midwestern energy, like in the same way that you do. It's very strong.
Very strong. How long should we do this? We should probably wrap up. We've been up for about a little, we've been up for a little less than an hour. Simone, how do you feel about Superhot so far?
I'm enjoying watching you play it, but it really just makes me wish that I were playing it on the Oculus Quest myself.
Oh, it's so good. Oh, this charge ability actually rules. I'm a big fan of this.
Now, how do you feel about it? Because you've actually been playing it. I've just been watching you.
So what I really like about it so far is, okay, so it is a little less, structured than the previous Superhot, and that like all of those combat encounters were so specifically tuned. But what I really like about this is how easy it is to zone out while playing it. It's like I have just been vibing here. Yeah. So like the fact that these are more or less randomly generated levels that you could just keep playing is really fun. I like it.
You're in a zone. And you've been good at keeping up conversation too while you're playing this.
Yeah. It's
Plantsboro says, Simone, since you're from Seattle, what are your thoughts on the new Krakens hockey team name? I actually had not heard about this. I've seen a couple people mention Krakens in here, and I just ignored it because I didn't know what they were talking about.
Yeah.
But now you're telling me there's a hockey team?
Seattle hockey.
Did we have a hockey team before?
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
I'm not a... Listen, this is not SB Nation, okay, y'all? This is Polygon. What are you doing?
So Seattle, no, give me your Kraken reactions.
I mean, I think that's cool. I like that we have sea-themed names for all of our teams, or like weather, I guess, because we have the Seattle Storm, which is our women's basketball team. Did they move? Are they still there? I don't know. We have the Mariners, we've got the Seahawks, and also Kraken fits perfectly into that. I think that rules. Hockey, that's fine. I've got no problems with that. A fun sport to watch. Weird crossover back in the day between K-pop fandom and hockey fandom, I found. Strange. Haven't unpacked it and
won't.
Wait,
really? That's amazing.
I know multiple people who are quite into hockey, but also quite into K-pop.
That's so cool. Okay, so this rules. Okay, so I just found an enemy now who has only vulnerable arm.
That is cool. This is complexifying.
I watched a YouTube video the other day, which is a very, very, very YouTube video. It was just people reacting to e-boy videos. And it was the first time I have dehumanized myself and faced to bloodshed by acknowledging the e-boy thing and like actually like, okay, I'm going to like look at a piece of content that is going to force me to reckon with this. But within the first minute or two of the video, the guy making it very succinctly, and I don't know if accurately, said that they're boys who just ripped off K-pop style. Do you know if that's accurate?
I don't know if that is specific, if they specifically said, look at these hot K-pop stars, I'm gonna look like them.
Yeah.
But I think that K-pop has gone a certain way towards like making explicit, like in boy bands it's always a bunch of pretty boys. I think that K-pop kind of brings to the forefront like we are good looking and fashionable, and it's extremely polished, and like the aesthetic is a hugely important part of it.
Very specifically, do you think K-pop is responsible for bringing the middle part back to the United States of America?
Yes. Okay. Oh, 100%.
Okay.
Absolutely. There is scientific evidence somewhere locked in a lab somewhere at Harvard that K-pop is responsible for bringing back the middle part. The 90s never died. Oh my god.
Oh boy. Uh-oh.
If you were from the Midwest, where would you be from?
Oh, that's a great question. There's so many places over there.
Yeah, there's a lot.
uh,
Technically, you know how it's shocking how far east Ohio is, frankly, as a person who looked at a map the other day.
mm-hmm. I'm
Yeah.
thinking I'm thinking Wisconsin, maybe.
Mm, I like that.
I have family in Michigan. Is Michigan's mid? Yeah.
Michigan. I really want to go to Michigan. I want to
I
go see those lakes.
the lakes are they seem very pretty.
Yeah. There's a part of me that, well, especially because I follow the Cheap Old Houses account on Instagram, and there's always like how beautiful crumbling Victorians for sale in Indiana for like $15,000. Um, I don't know. There's something appealing to me about that. Ohio, I think, is where
You'd be
if I were
Ohio.
from the Midwest, I'd
Yeah.
be from Ohio.
We have people on the Polygon editorial team out there in Ohio.
Yeah, yeah, we
Explode hack. Losing a heart blasts out a hail of shurikens towards enemies.
do.
Recharge.
Yes.
Killing enemies reduces charges cooldown. Yes, that sounds dope.
I'm gonna look at a map of the United States really quick.
Just figure out where all the states are for us.
I gotta
Make sure they're
figure
all
this
still
out
there
real
too.
quick.
We've lost Rhode Island again.
Oh no. You know, good fucking riddance, frankly.
Oh
Who needs
wow.
it?
Okay, hang on. What's the Long Island beef? Sorry, the Rhode Island beef.
It's so small. I actually heard, anecdotally, who told me this? Did you tell me this? That there's a great heavy metal scene in Providence, Rhode Island. I might be making up a fact from whole cloth right now, but I think,
I didn't tell
Let me
you that,
tell
but
you.
I would believe you.
I think that this is true and we should spread it as gospel.
Rhode Island gave us the Talking Heads.
Oh, I love the Talking Heads. I take back everything I said about Rhode Island.
I think so. I'm pretty sure they all went to RISD.
Ooh.
All right, here we go. Oh, I want to get that knife.
No, they formed in New York City.
Oh, well.
Well, I guess that doesn't negate the fact that they may have gone to RISD. We don't know. We just don't, and we can never find out is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Snow White 07 said Rhode Island is the armpit of Massachusetts. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I'm not down on dunking on them just because they're little. But I know that they are a mob sanctuary.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
Controversial.
A really huge part of Rhode Island's history is that, like, because it's more or less sort of between New York and Boston, it was sort of a contended, but also very vital strategic outpost for both the New York and Boston mobs. To the point where, like, I believe that, like, certain mayors in Providence history have straight up just been mob connected or mob assigned.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. I like that. Well, since Rhode Island has history, it can stay. Maybe I should learn more about Rhode Island. I feel like there's probably been a scene in Boardwalk Empire where they're driving through Rhode Island. No, actually, why would they do that? They go between New York and New Jersey, not between Boston and New York. I'm a fool. Maybe someday I'll go to Rhode Island. You know, again, when things happen again.
Yeah. I used to go there for wrestling shows.
Nice. Is there a big wrestling scene there too?
There's just one really good promotion based there. They would run a lot of their shows. Again, it was much like the mob connection thing. It was because there was like good indie wrestlers in both Boston and New York. So it was like, well, we can't get New York people to come to Somerville, Massachusetts as easily as we can get them to come to Providence, Rhode Island.
And nobody wants to go to Connecticut.
I just shot a fucking bullet out of the air.
Nice. I missed it because I was looking at a map. I'm missing everything. I'm gonna stop looking at the map. Sorry about the 5 second silence. Sort of spirali. Sort of spirali. That's what I get for trying to educate myself about the geography of the United States of America.
Which state can't you remember?
Ooh.
Which is, I know it's a paradoxical question.
You know, I think it would be Rhode Island, just because if I were given a blank map, it's probably one of those things where I would forget where it is.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, now that you've had time to think about it?
I've been prone to... Okay, so old answer would have been Missouri. But I have had enough situations in the last few years where I've realized that, like, oh, I forgot Missouri. Forgot all about Missouri. Haven't thought about Missouri for a while. That now I've learned. And then within more recently, it was Iowa. And then I've just been thinking a lot about Iowa. So I think it's got to be Delaware.
Someone in the chat mentioned Delaware, and I'm trying to find it now. I've lost it again. And Nell65 on, like Nelson, but with numbers, says, I've never met anyone from Delaware, and I've never met anyone who's been to Delaware, and I'm convinced it doesn't exist.
It exists. It's there. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there.
I don't know about that. I don't forget the Carolinas, because I'm a fan of the South.
There's a West Coast thing that
There's only 3 states on the West Coast.
You know what? And one of them, I might make some haters right now.
Uh-oh.
I frequently forget Oregon.
As a Washingtonian, I think that's okay. Yeah. How do you feel about Idaho? Why are we talking? How do you feel about Idaho, though? I do want to know.
Idaho feelings? I think Idaho seems perfectly fine.
I'm kind of into Idaho. Like, I'm feeling it.
You're vibing with Idaho?
I'm vibing with Idaho. I've been vibing with Idaho
That should
for
be
a
their
few
new
months.
like national motto, their new state motto. Come vibe in Idaho.
I need to picture one of those beautiful. Oh yeah, call them right now. A beautiful tourist poster in cursive text and quotes. I'm vibing with Idaho.
Just chilling in Cedar Rapids.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, just hitting the leg.
Coeur d'Alene or Coeur d'Alene. I don't know how Idahoans pronounce it. But that seems like a cool place. The movie, My Own Private Idaho. Mm-hmm. I watched that. In high school.
Ooh, Connie Rad with a geography challenge.
Ooh.
Can you name the state directly north of Kansas?
Coeur d'Alene. Okay. The state directly north of Kansas. I should be able to get this because I was just looking at a map. However, is it Tennessee?
Kansas to they're disparate in my head. They could be touching, but the fact that they're touching makes me question.
No, wait. Tennessee and Kentucky are together. They're like a couple. Kansas
is what Tennessee?
Ohio? Everyone's saying holy shit, Simone, so I feel like I did something really wrong.
You didn't do anything wrong because I don't know either.
No, we're not going to look this up.
We're not going to look it up. I'm going to say San Francisco.
Someone said Nebraska, and I don't think that's true because I think Nebraska's further west, and if I'm wrong, then I will have made a fool of myself. Heretical Cow says, my parents are from Kansas and Tennessee, and they are not next to each other. And I don't know if they're talking about their parents or the states. But I don't see what a difference that makes. Just because your parents are from someplace doesn't mean that you know where they are. Okay? Simone, you fool. I've done something very wrong.
See, the only thing that you did wrong was starting to guess. Because I haven't really started to guess.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you kind of maintain this nebulous superiority over me
this
for
air
a while.
of knowing.
Yeah.
To tell you the
Your
truth, I
air
don't
of
even
knowing gives you such a mystique, Pat.
I don't
I look at
even
Pat and
remember which state they asked us about. So
Kansas. Because, whoa, Clawflower says Simone, Tennessee is halfway across the country from Kansas. No. No. No, it's not. Stop it. Stop. Is, I don't, no.
I'm just gonna check Slack real quick and make sure nobody's telling me
Okay.
to do other stuff. No, I'm good. I'm good. Let's go for another 10 minutes or so, then we should probably
let's
wrap
do
up
it.
for today. I am really enjoying Superhot Mind Control Delete.
I am very glad for you. I'm enjoying talking to you while you play Superhot Mind Control Delete. And maybe talking to you is a strong way to put it. I'm more talking at myself while you
I think
while you listen.
we're definitely talking in the direction of each other and maybe past each other a little bit.
Yeah.
No, I think we're doing good.
And that's beautiful.
What was I gonna ask you? Oh yeah, do you have a history of just hanging out and watching the buds play games?
Yes, back when I lived with my best friend, we'd do that all the time. And it's funny that you should mention this because I have lately just been feeling like, man, I wish I like just did this more often, like just having somebody play games on Discord in the background while I did stuff. Except I don't want to sit in my bed more than I already do for work.
Yeah.
But yeah, what about you?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like college was just mostly just hanging out in somebody's room watching them play Oblivion.
That was such a good time.
It was very good. I miss it.
Loved that.
The thing that I genuinely do like about Discord is that streaming feature. And like, I think just because I don't have the history with my friends of establishing that that's a way for us to hang out, we don't do it. But like, I know people who will just like do a Discord gaming sesh where they'll just like play a game for like 3 of their friends, which is dope.
Yeah, and it makes me like that. It sounds very fun to me because in general, like if I were streaming to Twitch, I would feel an element of like performance anxiety playing a game. But if it's just my pals and they're only half paying attention, then I'm like, that sounds really nice.
And yeah, like even like if you're not like playing a hard game like on Twitch, like you're still hustling, like it's still a side hustle, like
yeah.
But yeah, non-commercial.
You still gotta put something of value into the world.
No, I mean I'm not gonna go that far. Oh shit, I'm dead.
Well, maybe your standards aren't as high as mine. Silence. I'm sorry, Pat. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean.
It's okay.
Sorry.
I'm fine. I died and I don't know if I lost anything. I think I'm okay.
Only your life. Hey. Hey. But yeah, playing FF7 Remake recently. Oh my god, I miss my best friend so much because like we used to like we grew up watching Advent Children together. Like that was my entry into that, and we loved Final Fantasy VII when we were in high school. But they're not here right now. They live in Washington. And I'm like experiencing all these absolutely nutty plot points in FF7 Remake, and I'm like, I wish Scout were here. They would be losing their mind right now. And I can't say anything about it because I don't want to spoil it because I feel like some of those moments, like entire sequences of that game are just so deeply pleasurable if you are a fan of that series and of those characters.
That game was so fucking good, huh?
It's perfect. It's I absolutely love it. I'm avoiding finishing it right now because it's so good. I don't want to finish it.
I want to play more of it. I want to wow, I just got a 2 for there. Yeah, I want part 2. But I've never played the first Final Fantasy.
Like the first Final Fantasy?
Oh, sorry, the first Final Fantasy 7. I've never played the original.
Ah, yeah, the OG. I played, again, another game I didn't finish. I played most of that. I think we got up to the final area of that game on like my friend's PS2 that had like a PS1 save card in it. I don't know what the like cheat was for making it playable on that console, but whatever it was, we had
Mm-hmm.
it. um, yeah, I honestly don't remember much about it. I just wanted to play it to get more out of those characters.
Yeah.
I think I enjoyed it. And originally, like I wasn't like I was kind of not upset, but when I saw that FF7 remake wouldn't have the turn-based system, I was like, oh, but I actually like really enjoyed that aspect of it. I thought it was fun. I have eaten all of the crow on that. I freaking love what they did with the combat in remake, and like the just being able to switch characters at any time, being able to queue up actions for all of the different characters. Love it. It is so fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just thrilled with it.
Simone, I'll tell you what, I'm a
What?
fan.
It's me clapping. It's me slapping myself in the face repeatedly to forget ever speaking to you. No, I liked it. It was good. What
Good
old game
stuff.
that I haven't played do you think I should? Much like Final Fantasy VII, but not.
Is that a question for me or for the chat?
For you.
What? Okay. What haven't you played? Okay, let me think. Have you played? Well, you've played the Jedi Knight games, right?
I actually just played the one, Jedi Outcast.
That's the most important one.
Agreed.
Wait, hold on. No, did you play the old Kyle Katarn ones on PC?
I think Carl Katarn is in Jedi Outcast.
Okay,
Oh wait,
sorry.
Jedi Knight 2. Yeah, yeah.
Wait, what was the name of the Star Wars Jedi game that literally just came out? For some reason, all right, my wires are crossed. So, yeah, you definitely played the one that I'm thinking of, but now I'm just trying to remember what the name of the one that came out like this year was.
The one that they remastered?
Nope, the
Or,
straight up
the like new one.
Yeah. It's Jedi.
Oh shoot. Fallen Order.
Fallen
Chat. I got
Order.
that
There
from
we go.
chat. Thank you, Grizzytron. Thank you for
Grizzy.
having a brain.
Yes,
As you know,
okay.
Pat and I are 60, and we just can't remember things that well anymore.
Oh god, that charge saved me there.
Noise. What were you gonna say about Fallen Order?
Simone. Nothing. I was just I
Oh.
wanted to make sure I wasn't calling Jedi Outcast by the wrong name.
Ah, gotcha.
Jeez.
Ooh.
I don't know. I just don't know. I got chat. What are some good old game recs?
That I
Kirby
will
Superstar.
never actually take. Because I'm lazy.
You got a Switch, right?
I do have a Switch.
Have you played Kirby Superstar?
No, I have not.
Pop that bad boy open. It's really good. It's one of the SNES free play games right now. Like one of the, one of the ones that's on the little emulator on the Switch. And it's
Oh, yay. Okay,
it's a
that's
very,
cool.
very, very good game.
I like the words free. Somebody in chat who just went away. Non-existent pumpkin says Chrono Trigger. I've heard a lot of good things about that.
Oh, Chrono Trigger was
think.
good. Yeah.
Yeah?
Mhm.
We good. All right. Sammy the PC says Wii Sports, and that is correct. Wii Sports ruled. Again, another game I wish I'd gotten my mom to play.
Wii Sports was so fun.
Oh, wow. I just had a vivid flashback to when we were playing the Pirates of the Caribbean game in high school, and somebody accidentally, they started a new game and saved over
Oh no.
our save. Oh, we lost so
was that
many
a Wii
hours.
game?
It was a Wii game, yeah.
You lost all your pirate points and your
Lost my pirate points.
your gold bullion. What is it called?
Yeah, my booty?
No, what's the Kruger ants? No, that's what do the pirates call their special money?
Oh, what do pirates call their special? Doubloons.
Doubloons.
Thank you, Xenanon.
Is gold bullion a thing as well, or am I just having?
I think it is.
Okay.
I want to say that it is, and I don't know what it is exactly, but I think that you're right. Pat.
Yes. Yes.
Do you want to keep learning Spanish?
I would
Sorry.
I would love to resume learning Spanish, but that's like picking up something that I put down in like ninth grade.
I just kind of delved into the world of French podcasts because I am very bad at, I want to keep practicing my French, but I'm very bad at Duolingo.
Mm-hmm.
And there are just a ton of like language podcasts out there, and like even really short ones with people like native speakers just talking super slow and talking about their days.
That's okay. That's
And I recommend it.
interesting. I,
Yeah.
I actually had a moment the other day where I was like watching some stuff on the Criterion channel. Watching some excellent films on the Criterion channel in Japanese, and I was like, I had this moment of realizing like I've listened. Like between watching Japanese professional wrestling and anime and movies and stuff like that, I've heard so much Japanese, but I have not picked up even a lick of it. So it's like there is just hearing something obviously does not help you learn it. But if it's like somebody like slowly talking about their day, maybe I could like, context clues or something. I don't know.
I guess I'm assuming in this context that you already speak a bit of Spanish.
Yeah, just a
which
tiny
I think
bit.
is true about
And there's
you.
cognates. Cognates help.
I assume that this fact about you is true, that I've decided.
I think I could ask where the bathroom was, and I think I could.
Proud of you.
I could ask for shrimp, or I could specifically say that I don't want shrimp.
Ooh,
So
nice.
don't try to come at me thinking I won't know how to ask for shrimp or not ask for shrimp.
You are going to be extremely prepared to eat or not eat meals in a Spanish-speaking country.
Oh, that's dope. That guy's arm
Ooh,
kept going
his
with
little
the knife through
hand.
it. Oh, jeez.
Can you grab that little hand?
It went too far. It went out of my range.
Oh man.
I had to break this guy's
So,
leg.
even though only his leg is vulnerable, you could still like stun him or
It looks like I
upset him
stunned
by
him. Yeah.
punching him in the head. Ika _ says, Pat be like, no Kiaro shrimp. I don't know why that's so funny. Yeah, I speak Spanish. No Kiaro shrimp.
There's a Spanish word for shrimp.
I don't believe that.
There is.
I think it's one of those things where culturally it's just understood. You don't need a word for it because it looms so large. Saying shrimp would be like, saying air. Come on, we don't. Come on. Psh.
The shrimp I breathe. Okay.
Somebody was asking about the podcast that I found. I found one called One Thing in a French Day, and that's this woman named Leticia who will just like do like even 3 to 6 minute episodes where she either talks about what she's doing that day or interviews someone really quick, and it's lovely. She has a really nice voice. And then there's Français Authentique, French. I tried to say it without the accent and it completely backfired. Français Authentique.
Good work.
Podcast Français Authentique, and that is a little more geared towards learning. Like occasionally he'll do episodes where he's just walking and talking to you, but he'll also do episodes that are like, looking at this one, how to pronounce R in French, and that's just going to be like about letter R.
How do you pronounce R in French?
I haven't gotten to that one yet, Pat. Come on.
You should know though.
I do, but like not.
Okay. Yeah.
There's the one I listened to earlier today is about a word that I did not know previously, and it's oh my god, it's abracadabra, but it's abracadabrantesque, which is abracadabra-ish, basically.
That's so cool.
And it's so it's when something is like just so ridiculously absurd, it's like, oh, c'est abracadabrantesque. And I'm having trouble saying it because it has like stupid
it's got a lot
stupid
of
R sounds in it.
A lot of noises in there. One of my favorite things about going to French Canada is people just fully hitting you with the voila every time they hand you something.
Oh, it's good.
Whoops. Oh, that's a laser gun.
People are dropping truths about the French R in there. It's not something that I ever really mastered. It is my vice. Sorry, what just happened to you?
No, nothing big.
Nice.
Ooh.
Faith is in chat, by the way. Faith Schaffer.
Hello,
Faith
Faith
says, my parents
Schaefer.
have been taking... Schaefer, thank you. My parents have been taking French classes together, and they both stressed to do their French homework at the very last minute. It's probably the cutest thing. That does sound adorable.
They are cramming.
Ils crament leur devoir. I don't think cram is a...
I just had to try to throw a record at that guy's leg like 6 times. Oh, he's charging that laser up.
I'm proud of you.
I want the laser. I should have the laser.
Take it. Take it from him. That's your right.
He seems to be inviting me to take it from him.
Excuse me, sir?
Oh, no.
Please take... Your greed has backfired.
My laser thirst. Okay.
Lurst.
So the laser kind of rules. It's like a hit scan, so it immediately travels to them.
Destroyed it.
All right, what do we got here?
That is actually very useful in a game in which time stands still when you move. Everyone wants us to give Bijan modding rights. That's probably fair.
Bijan deserves modding rights, but we should probably check.
Yeah, I don't know.
Superhot. But what we can say is that Bijan is officially an employee of Polygon.com, official Polygon employee. Bijan, that seems to be a new meme in chat, is insisting that Bijan works with us.
He certainly does work adjacent to us.
He does. He stands adjacent to Satan.
He used to.
Now he stands with us because he's an official member of the Polygon team. We got to be careful about saying that because he's officially not.
Jokes are real.
I'm about to murder this gamer guy again.
Uh-oh. So he is the equivalent of like that interstitial VR helmet sequence.
Yeah. And there was something kind of similar to that in the base Superhot game. It's just been a long time and I don't remember it. Yeah, okay.
Oh, wow. Got a lot of bodies there.
Got a whole stack going.
Time repeats itself. This is like the Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead of games.
What the hell did that... You just said a smart person thing. What was that?
Have you seen or read Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead?
No. What is that?
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! You know! Oh my god! I'm so excited.
Really?
So Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead is a play by Tom Stoppard, and it is
Why did
Hamlet,
you
but
think that I would have read this quickly? Like,
I want you to continue.
I want you to continue explaining this to me, but like, why would you assume that me would have read?
I don't know. Wait. Did you just hang up on me?
No. I'm still here. I just accidentally closed the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I thought you were just casting me out.
No.
Oh, good lord. It is a retelling of Hamlet from the perspective of Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. Are you familiar with these characters?
No.
For the chat, for the sake of chat, who might not know, I'll explain it. Not for you, Pat, but for the sake of the chat. So Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are these bit characters in Hamlet. They are his friends, quote-unquote friends from university, and they come to Denmark, and the king Claudius is like, hey, like, make nice with my son because I really want to know what is going on with him. Please just like kind of get it out of him. And they try, and Hamlet immediately sees through them and is like, y'all, you're spying on me for my uncle who killed my dad. Fuck right off.
Is it like a fun and entertaining experience learning that with them? Did I lose you? I think we lost Simone. Simone? Hello? How did this room go? Okay. Alright, it seems like we've lost Simone, so we will no longer be receiving our summary of Terry Gilbenstern, the continued adventures of Hamlet. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out for a stream of Superhot Mind Control Delete. It's on Steam. It's on pretty much everywhere that you can get video games. Let's see if we can get some. Last time this happened, it took like Simone like a full 3 minutes to come back, so we'll hang out for just a second. I didn't hang up on you.
What happened?
Okay, there you are. Hi.
Hi, what happened?
I don't know. It sounds what happened? It sounds like exactly the same thing that happened last time.
No.
But you're back. You were essentially telling me that it's a play about two ruffians who are paid to hang out with a prince or something.
That was where I dropped off. Can you still hear me?
Mm-hmm.
You want to just occasionally just interject and say, wow, that sounds really interesting, Simone, so that I know.
Yeah, sure. Is there more? Is there more? Simone, have we lost you again? I think we've lost. Okay, we should probably wrap the stream up. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. We will be back maybe next week. As we said earlier in this stream, we have a whole lot of stuff that we're usually working on, and streams are unfortunately on the not necessarily unfortunately, but the streams are just on the lower end of our priority list. So we will target something for next Thursday, and then if we get too dang busy, we will. Yes, Simone will tweet about the adventures of Terry and Gumble, which is based on Hamlet. Okay. Bye, everybody.